Hi guys, it's Nancy, and I have a new release from Simon Hurley Creates. Yay! So this release is available on September 21st at 12 p.m. And I'll have all the links down below. You can get it from Ranger or scrapbook.com. I'll put it down below for you guys. And so I have 3 of the new release. I know there's a few others, so make sure you check out T's channel at Not Afraid of Color. She's going to have some videos as well showing the new release. So the first one we have here is a peel apart rubber background stamp. Now, I'm not going to do a video just with this one, but I did play around with it, and I want you guys to see, first of all, there's a lot of stripes here, and they're all red rubber cling peel apart, which is great. That's what we love about Simon's peel apart stamps, is that we have the versatility of using it just like this, or we can pull out whatever stripes we want, and we can go in any direction. So we can go up, down, sideways, diagonal, whichever way you want. And these have cool like cable designs in them. So it actually looks like it's knitted, which I think is amazing if you're doing like a Scottish kilt kind of look, or buffalo check plaid or anything like that. Perfect. So I did my own little version of a Burberry kind of check. Aren't I fancy? All right. But I just wanted to show you guys that. But today I thought we would play with, this one is called Happy Fall, and you have this cute little raccoon, and you have a lot of pumpkins here. You have the truck and the pumpkins. Sending pumpkin spice and everything nice. Thanks for everything. Oh my gourd. You are such a blessing to me. Happy fall, y'all, and so grateful for you. And I've already pre-stamped some of these out, and I did cut them out with my Scan and Cut. So we'll use some of those. And then this one is called Mythical Monsters, and it is adorable. I wish my kids were not as grown as they are, because I know my son would have loved this when he was younger. But this is perfect for any time because of the sentiments. I only have eyes for you. Think about if you have to make some Valentines for school. These are super cute. Hope your birthday is scary good. Happy Halloween. I'm only here for the candy. You make me smile. Sending big monster hugs. Say cheese. I'm wild about you. I think you're cool and you look beautiful. So they're super cute monsters, and I'm going to assume that Simon drew all of these, and they are adorable. But we will come back to these guys in just a moment. So I thought, what would be a fun, easy way to make this card? And I was going to use the new Plaid Builder background, but I actually thought about something else of Simon's, which is the Peel Apart Background Nature's Hike. So this one, this was released last year, I believe, has this wonderful fall peel apart background, and then you have all of these different shaped leaves. And I'm going to be a little bit of a lazy stamper today, so let me show you what I mean. I have my 5.5 by 4 1/4 cardstock there. And I'm just going to bring in a rubber mat so I have a little bit of give. I'm just going to stick that down and bring in my Simon blocks here. And I'm going to start off just stamping these out in black ink. And I'm just going to use my VersaFine Clair. And I'm going to make this random fall leaf background. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in one of the other leaves, and we're going to repeat the process here. Just turning it, putting some on the page, some off the page. Okay, and then we have another leaf, like a little ginkgo leaf. And we have a little acorn. And really, I mean, most of this is not even going to show up because we're going to cover it up. It's just our background. It's just for fun. Okay. And you can certainly leave it like that, but I do want to add a little bit of color. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm not going to actually color them, but I'm going to take the back side of the stamp, okay? And this is going to be very messy, so if you're OCD, you may not want to do this. But I think this is going to look pretty cool. And I'm just going to take a little piece of tape runner and put it on my stamping block here. And I'm going to stick my stamp to it, okay? So obviously these are cling mount stamps, so they're only going to cling mount on one side. And now I'm just going to go into my Simon Hurley inks. And I've just grabbed a couple of colors here. So this is Grr. And I'm going to stamp into the back of that, right onto the sticker there. And it's going to give me an outline of the stamp. And it's going to be very artsy. It's not going to be neat. It's going to be messy. But it's going to give me that same kind of outline shape. We do this often with clear photopolymer stamps, but you can do it with red rubber stamps. Now, if you want it to be cut in a little closer, obviously you could take your scissors and cut it in. I'm not looking for neatness here. Again, I'm just trying to do a really quick filled in background without having to color. And then you're just going to take that tape and just wipe it off. I'll clean that up later. I'm going to go in with some Slippery When Wet and do the same thing with this ginkgo leaf. The next one I have is kind of this maple. We're going to use Game Over for that. This does not hurt the stamps at all. The ink wipes right off. It's dye-based ink. It's not a permanent ink. You can see how quickly I'm getting this fall background, these fun kind of artistic colors, without doing anything super hard here. Oops, I missed one. And of course you can mix and match your colors too. Oh, that one's a little dark. It's okay. See, wipes right off. All right, we got one left. I'm going to use some Viper on. And you don't want it to be all perfect, okay? This is designed to be very artsy. Doesn't have to line up. It's just for fun. Now, if you wanted to be precise, you could definitely, color these in with marker or stamp them and then grab like a Tombow marker and fill them in. But this is what I'm looking for. I wanted this free-flowing artsy background. Okay, and then I'll clean my stamping block off with some Undo. It'll take that adhesive right off. Okay, so now I have this fun fall background. And now it's just a matter of adding my images. These stamps, the pumpkins, all of them are two-step stamps. So that means that you can stamp the outline of the stamp, And then go back in and stamp the colored image, the colored, solid colored part. So you can see here the 3 pumpkins, this pumpkin, and this pumpkin. They're filled in. So I've already done that, so you can see what they look like. And they line up exactly. And I stamped a couple of extras so that we have plenty. We could probably make 2 cards out of this. So here is the fun little raccoon standing on the pumpkin. Here are some stamped out pumpkins. Here is a pumpkin in a basket, and then we have the truck. So what should we do with this guy? I think for this one, if we just do the bushel, do like that, and then we add a couple of pumpkins to it, and then I can just add my sentiment. That would be nice. I'm also going to cut this down, and we'll do a little bit of a border. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm just going to use my Tombow marker, blender marker, I should say. And just color in these pumpkins. I have some Guppy ink here. We have Guppy, Traffic Cone, and Roar. And since these are already colored, we can just move these aside. So you can find these blending markers pretty much anywhere. I know Stampin' Up! Has them, Tombow has them. I don't know. I mean, they're just a blending marker. And all I'm going to do is just go in with these different ink colors. Just tap into the ink pad there. And then it turns my clear marker into a colored marker. And when I need more ink, I'll just go back into it. Now you don't want to oversaturate your paper. I'm using Hammermill. I believe this is 100 pounds, so this is pretty heavy duty cardstock. You don't want to oversaturate your paper because then your paper could pill up. But we're just laying down some simple coloring here. And I'm going to layer these colors so they'll blend out a little better too. So this is just my base layer in Guppy. And this is one of those things where you got to trust your process. Obviously, if I stop here, it looks like a 5-year-old color it. So I want to go in and add more shading. This is Traffic Cone, which is a much brighter orange. And I'll blend that in. And I'm going to be a little bit darker towards the top and the bottom and blend it towards the center. And these are dye inks, so they do tend to dry back a little bit. All right, so you can already see how that pumpkin's starting to come together. It looks a little better. I'm going to grab some of this grr and go into, and to clean this, all you do is you just grab a scrap piece of paper and color that ink until it runs clear again. And there is a finer tip on this end, so if you want to be more precise with your coloring, you can dab into that. Okay. Pumpkin looks pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy with that one. Can't get that one move. And yes, I know pumpkins come in all different colors, but I guess, you know, I'm sticking with my traditional orange here. But you could do white, you could do green, you could do spotted, you could do the turquoise ones, the teal ones, whatever you want to do. You can make them hot pink if you want. You make them any way you want to see them. You can color with color pencils, you can color with watercolor markers, whatever you got. And for this lighter color, I'm just laying down some color. That's all I'm doing. It's just so there's something there. It's not white underneath. That's guppy. I'm going to go in with some traffic cone again. I kind of like the way this one looks. It's kind of cream colored. I'm not going to put too much orange in this one. I think it looks pretty good. And then Roar is our really dark orange, reddish. Okay, I think my pumpkins are looking pretty good there. My barrel looks good. So then the rest of this is just doing some simple assembly. So we have our card base. Another piece of paper here. This is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to bring in some clear skies. And I'm just going to do direct to paper on the edges there. Just so this is my matte layer, because we got a lot of fall colors in here. And I want to put a couple of those turquoise pumpkins on there, and this is what I stamped them in. So this will be our matte layer. I wonder if that... The card base is a little too big. I wonder if that background I made would make a cute, like a tablecloth. I didn't even think about that until I just looked at it. Oh yeah, we're a little too big here. I'm going to cut this down. Just a smidge. Okay. I could make this. I could have stamped out a little plaid tablecloth. Okay. All right. I am going to put another piece in here because it's going to take away from it. Oh, I hate to cover this up, but otherwise we're not going to see any of it. So let's cut a small piece. Let's do 5. 4.5 by 3 1/4. I don't want to cover up my background. There we go. 4.5 by 3 1/4. Now we have plenty of room to lay out our elements and stamp our sentiments. Sending pumpkin spice and everything nice. Just grab some twine here out of the drawer and put a little piece of tape behind there to secure that. And then I'm going to tie this, or attempt to tie a little bow on the corner here. Add a little texture to this piece. Nope, that didn't work. Well, let's try this again. More in the middle, maybe. I did a smaller loop. Okay, I think I got it this time. I think I got it. Need tweezers. I had it. No, it slipped back in. All right, I promise I get it this time. Third time's a charm. Sorry to make you guys watch me struggle through this. Okay. I got it. I got it. Put a little glue in there, secure that. Let me put some foam tape on the back of this so it pops up a little bit. Okay, this is where having long nails is not fun. And I am sorry to make you guys watch me struggle through this. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's popped up. That's cute. We have extra pieces cut and colored. Put this guy in the background, and then we'll put one of those peel pumpkins in. All right, so a lot of little fun there, and I will add some sequins to this as well, I think, just to give it a little extra pop. So we have sending pumpkin spice and everything nice, and this is using the Happy Fall stamp set from Simon Hurley Create and using Simon's inks, and also I brought in the Nature Hike peel apart background stamp for the background. But I had a lot of fun doing this, you guys. I'm missing a little bit of there, but that's okay. I will add some extra goodies in there, either some sequins or some extra stuff. But I had fun making the background, and I hope you guys had fun watching along. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And I want to know, what is something that you like out of this new release? Do you like the little monsters? Do you like the cute little raccoon? Do you like the pumpkins? Do you like that new plaid builder background? Let me know what is your favorite out of this new release. And you want to make sure that you're subscribed to my channel so you can check out the next video that I'm going to make with the Mythical Monsters. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep on stamping. Bye! Okay, guys, I'm back. So I'm staring at this, and I've started to put my things away. And this little guy stared at me, and he was like, what am I, chopped liver? And I was like, you know what? You're right. You belong here. So we're going to add him. So this is the other pumpkin I had already colored because it kind of matches, well, it does match the coloring I did on the other pumpkin. So I'm going to cheat here. And I colored him in with some gray ink, some green, some blue there. And I'm going to put this pumpkin right here, like he is standing on top of that pumpkin back there. And we're going to tuck him in here. And I think that's going to finish this off beautifully. And sometimes you got to do that. You know, things don't always come out the way we plan. And we kind of have to, you know, improvise. And this, look at that. He looks like he is standing on a pile of pumpkins. He fits right in perfectly. No one's gonna know that I cheated. I'm gonna add a little bit of orange ink in the background here. It'll just look like another pumpkin back there. I suppose I could cut that off, but let's see here. I've already glued him. That's what happens when you use fast drying glue. He is stuck. Okay, I got it. We'll get the X-Acto knife out later. All right, so I just want to show you guys, I didn't leave it the way that it was. He literally jumped out at me and said, hey, why can't I go on that card? And I said, you know what? You're right. You can go on that card. And that looks even better because it does look like a whole pile of pumpkins. I'm going to take a X-Acto knife and cut that off, but I don't need to do that right now. So there we go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on stamping. Bye.